Good morning. My name is Antonia Canosa and I'm a PhD student with the Centre for Children and Young People at Southern Cross University. My presentation today is based on my PhD project, and I just wanted to share with you some of the findings of this project. So, do children's voices matter in community research? Usually when we do research with communities, children's opinions and experiences are often neglected, especially in tourism research. What happens, we often ask parents or other adults in the community what children think or need. However, today I will show you that children often have a very different angle of vision and may have quite different views from adults. So my research project focused on the lived experiences of children and young people between the ages of 10 and 24, growing up in a popular Australian tourist destination, which is the Byron Shire. I wanted to explore how they experience life in a community with a continuous flow of visitors coming and going, and how they actually negotiate a sense of identity and belonging in such context. So I spent 12 months doing ethnographic fieldwork in the communities of the Byron Shire, where Byron Bay is the main attraction. Byron Shire destination region attracts 1.4 million tourists per year, with an expenditure of $432 million. The main tourism market is a very young demographic, the 15 to 24 age group, and in particular backpackers, international backpackers is a very important tourism market. So obviously tourism is big business in Byron Bay and is welcomed by the many local businesses and adult residents. But what do young people think? And this hasn't been explored before. So I talked to 74 young people between the ages of 10 and 24 and 14 youth workers. I consulted with the Byron Youth Council, and in collaboration with the Byron Youth Services, I also worked closely with two groups of young people during two participatory projects. One of these projects was a participatory film project, and the other was a peer interview project, where the young people actually went out and conducted interviews with their peers. So they actually helped me do the research. So this is what the young people actually think. The first finding was that young people have a strong connection to nature. They love the natural environments in the community, the beaches, the oceans, the parklands, and they have quite negative attitudes towards tourists, particularly behaviours such as littering and lack of respect towards the environment. The second finding was that they spoke to me about feelings of alienation and loss of community, due in particular to crowding and competition for resources. So they often talked about having to compete for jobs, housing, and just physical space in the community. They also talked about a perceived lack of safety, particularly during peak tourist times, and connected to the party image of Byron Bay as a tourist destination. So I had one young boy say that he thought that Byron Bay was the most dangerous place in the world, which obviously is not true, but what is important is that that's the way that they are feeling. They're feeling unsafe in their community. So in conclusion, children's voices should matter, and more should be done to include their views both in tourism research and policy development, so that we can achieve sustainable tourism outcomes. Thank you.